Hey there everyone, it's Monday, which means we're back in the shop to showcase another Loganbuilt product. Today we're going to talk about my front entrance cable brackets for the 4748RE. When I first got into doing full manual valve body and race truck type stuff, the one thing that always drove me nuts the most was all the different brackets for the different style shifters that never seemed to work with all of the different pan configurations that were out there. And every time you had to bolt that thing up to the pan, every time you wanted to drop the pan to service the transmission, you had to reset your linkage, you had to check it. It's a big waste of time, super pain. So I wanted to come up with something that you could drop the pan without touching your shift cable linkage and save yourself a bunch of time. And what I came up with here are these brackets. So I will show you exactly where these bolt on a transmission, but these bolt above the transmission pan. So that way your linkage, once you set your linkage, as long as you don't pull the valve body out, you never have to change it. Makes it really nice, really convenient to service your transmission. These are made out of 304 stainless steel, TIG welded, and this heart-shaped design here makes them reversible for use with PPP and B&M and TCI style front cable entrance shifters. So if you have a shifter with a cable that the cable comes out of the front of the shifter, you're going to be using this style bracket here. So let me stick this thing over here on a transmission, show you guys exactly how it bolts up, and it'll make a lot more sense on why this thing is a really nice, cheap investment. So this is shown here on a 1500 horsepower 48RE that I just finished up, but any 47 RE, RH, or factory first gen non-lockup 518, 46RH, whatever you want to call it, this is all going to remain the same. So this ear is on every bell housing of all of those transmissions that I just mentioned, and it has a 1/2 inch hole in it. So this bracket of mine is cut out for that 1/2 inch hole, and it will come with the supplied hardware, and it will mount like so. Now if you're running a PPP style shifter, you're going to mount it up with this heart shape. The furthest one away is where the bolt hole is going to go, and it's going to be orientated like so. And then you're always going to use the outermost hole. And then if you have a B&M or a TCI shifter, you'll spin it around this way and use the innermost heart side again, bolt it up like that, and use the outermost hole. So that's why these have 2 holes in them. I get a lot of questions about that. That's the purpose of the heart shape, is so one bracket works on any shifter. If you ever decide to change from a B&M or a TCI to a PPP or vice versa, you don't have to change this bracket. It works on all of them. As you can see, because it is mounted up here in this configuration, your pan is totally free of anything that has anything to do with shift linkage, and all of this stuff can stay bolted up. Anytime that you're doing any service work to the transmission, you do not have to touch your shift linkage. So these are 70 bucks. It's really cheap, cheap investment that will save you a bunch of time in the long run. So if you guys are interested in getting one of those things, they can be bought off of my website at www.getloganbuilt.com. If you're a transmission shop or you want to have dealer pricing on these and stock them in bulk, you can shoot me an email to info@getloganbuilt.com or shoot me a call or text at 859-466-7737. I have several shops out there that keep these things on hand. And if you guys have a rear entrance cable shifter, no worries. I have something to accommodate that we'll be talking about next Monday. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.